If you've ever wondered what the purpose of a certain connection is, why has this person come into your life? Why have these things happened? That's exactly what I'm going to be talking about today. Welcome to my channel. My name is Shannon. I'm going to look at this issue of connection today. What is the purpose of the specific one you're thinking of in terms of past, present, and future? I've got the Earthcraft Oracle here, and I've also got this past life deck based on Dr. Brian Weiss's book, Many Lives, Many Masters. And we'll pull some cards from here, especially when we're talking about this past energy with this person. And really, I'm going to focus on what is the purpose. There's been things that have gone down. There's been possibly hurts or traumas or conflicts. And the question really is why? What are you supposed to learn? What does the universe want you to get from this? So here we go. Number 14, Ivy. Okay, Ivy represents a very strong connection, definitely sitting here in this past deck. If you think about each one of these vines, these leaves representing something you've shared with this person, some experience, some connection, this is really deep. This really suggests that this person's energy has been woven with yours for quite some time. And possibly this is past life things. This ivy's hard to get rid of. If you ever tried to get rid of a vine, if you're ever in a position of having to do it, it's just like it's really hard, and they have deep roots, and it comes back. So Ivy suggests a lot of energy has existed between the two of you in this past. And wow, okay, so this has been good. It's been good. And sometimes when we have conflicts with people or drama, it's because we've had the contrast of it's been so good with them, and now it's not. We just can't stop seeing how it's not the same. So there's been light in this relationship. There's been connection. There's been illumination. There's been, love probably. Look at how she's just laying in the water. If you picture, that's like your emotions, and the sunlight is just pouring upon her. And maybe this is you basking in this person's energy in the past. Maybe this is them basking in you. You're basking in each other. I think you get the picture. So this has been a deep relationship, and it has been full of something that's really been life-giving to you in the past. And that's probably why it's been difficult now. So yeah, this explains a lot. And just the number in there is kind of interesting. So kind of real connected. We're going backwards. Notice we're going backwards into some karmic debt. I feel like this is a good time to pull one of these past life cards. So as I talk about this, I'm going to start shuffling here. This karmic debt just means in whatever interaction that you've had, whether it's this life or a prior, a different life, a different timeline, whatever, something's occurred. There's been a wound that's now needing to be healed. There's been some unrequited love in the past. I keep seeing this card a lot lately. So I think this energy is really in the collective. This can manifest as jealousy, insecurity, and maybe you don't even know why. This might have been jealousy or insecurity on their part or yours. But it's in that past position. It's tied to this karmic debt, I feel. When you have these feelings of unrequited love, something didn't come through for you, it just leaves you feeling empty. It leaves you feeling worthless, and it makes it hard to trust. So it looks like there's some trust issues that have occurred. And who knows why? It doesn't matter why. Like I was saying, I feel like there's a lot of this in the collective right now. Just servicing a lot of trauma from prior relationships affecting us now, surrounding this idea of I didn't get something I needed. This doesn't necessarily even need to be romantic partnerships. It's, unrequited love from your family even. So this is very heavy. It's been winding through for quite some time. I'm gonna pull one more of these. Okay, because the question is, what is the purpose? So here you go. It's as I was saying earlier about the contrast. Sometimes we need the contrast. This is ultimately for our inner healing, to heal this, I think, to heal this debt, to heal this unrequited love within the soul. What does this mean? It takes us back within ourselves and asks us to listen to the words of our heart. What do we say to ourselves? Do we love ourselves? Do we truly love ourselves? Because we are the ones that need to. And sometimes the universe shows us others abandoning us or not loving us so that we can remember our own self-love, our own power that's within. That's hard to get to. I get it. And we've struggled. We've all struggled. The whole collective has struggled. But we're trying to get to this place of inner healing, and that's the purpose of this tough energy. These lessons, these karmic lessons, ultimately are to get us to introspection, to examine really our own divinity, our own self-worth. So I think that's a good place to stop here. And I'm going to take us here into this middle deck. Let's see what's going on with this present energy. Interesting how we started here with the Ivy and now we go to Fern. This is the lower vibration. Remember how I was talking about how difficult it is to pull the vines out? This card is showing the chaos of when it hasn't been pruned, it hasn't been watched, nobody's plucked out the weeds, and it's getting really overgrown. If you look at the face here, it tells the story, the emotion, it's overwhelmed. There's a lot has built up, a lot that hasn't been looked at or faced. Things should have been weeded long ago, but they just haven't been. So I think this is definitely what's going on with a lot of people. Just things that we haven't faced coming into our face right now. A lot of things that maybe you hadn't seen and you're just noticing. It's almost like those commercials where it's like the people don't notice that they have the smelly house or whatever. It's like that, where you don't notice. It's not obvious until suddenly you see it and then you can't stop seeing it. Look, her eyes wide open. She's like, whoa, okay, this has gotten out of control. Okay, the spirit of the East. Number 30 might mean something to you. The 9 and the 3 there look like they match. This is the air element, where there's been a lot of emotion, but here's your mind swirling. Every feather is an idea, a thought. This is all the things you're tossing around. If you picture, this is you kind of like holding the situation and just considering every angle, trying to solve it with your mind. And I have a feeling this isn't working, or it hasn't worked. It's not gonna work because this isn't necessarily a situation you can fix with your mind. You can't. Seems like control. Look at the chaos kind of showing up. It feels like you can't control. There's a lot here, a lot of things to consider. This looks like anxieties and fears, just a lot coming up here. Interesting. I think this goes back to your self-worth questions here. Again, I go back to what's the purpose? All right, so we've got a lot of chaos. Part of the purpose of that chaos is to get you to accept your gifts. Okay, what do I mean by that? I mean your authentic self, your unique voice. There's something here the universe wants you to see. So it's outing this stuff. It's kind of putting it in chaos. It's It's pulling it all out of your brain like, hey, here's all these things you've been thinking, these stories you're telling. But truly what it comes back to is, are you able to get back to your true, authentic self on who you are and what makes you special? This person might be showing you some contrast. They might be telling you you're not special. You might be thinking that all this drama means something about you and your inherent worth, and that's not true. Look at how, I love how this is sort of here in the hand, and here it is, it's like the universe wants you to know that regardless of the chaos, regardless of what you're being told here, regardless of the story, the drama, you've got this actually. You actually do have this. This is all in the divine plan. This is you going back to the heart instead of the mind. This is your ability to tune into yourself and figure out, what do I really want? So part of this current drama has to do with you finding your own authenticity and stepping into your own intuition, your own power. And doing a little forest bathing. Number 10. This card's about self-care. This tells me you need some self-care. You need to go ground yourself, connect to the earth, connect to your soul. This person here, this being, is doing something that they love. Look at their face. You can tell they're doing something they love. You can tell that this is a peaceful state they're getting to. So this is where the universe is guiding you and telling you it's useful. This current situation is trying to push you toward your inner self. And you're going to need to do some forest bathing, which is really just like self-love, self-care, the things that nourish your soul. And that's going to help out. I do want to pull one more of this past life deck, because I feel, since there's so much karmic stuff going on, that your past life experiences with this person are really coming into play. Well, it's pretty obvious. Yeah, this person has had relationships with you before. This is past life love. So yeah, whatever has gone on in the past life is absolutely affecting all of this, all of this. That's just affirmation from the universe there, that this goes back to that. And it's interesting because what if this person that you're considering isn't, a current lover? Well, this just says that has been the case in other lives. The other thing this could mean is that this is severely affecting your love life. If this isn't a love partner, if this is like a friendship or a family person that we're talking about, whatever their current energy is, it's affecting your love life in some way. Maybe they're disrupting a love relationship that you have with whatever's happening. So pay attention to that. Okay, let's go over here to this future deck. Oh, wow. Prophetic dreams. The universe is gonna send you some signs, some symbols, something in your dreams. You should definitely keep a dream journal next to your bed. Think about it the moment you wake up, because you lose those dreams very fast. So the second you wake up, if you write it down, you're going to capture something. The prophetic dream goes to help guide you where the universe wants this to end up being. This is your higher self trying to communicate with you, the universe trying to communicate with you in some way and show you something. So listen for those prophetic dreams. Wow, I love this. This could even be somebody else coming up to you and saying, hey, I had a dream about you, or I had a dream about this. And you connect in some way to this situation that's going to give you a sign of what to do, how to go forward. This is really interesting. Seems like it's going to be some medicine for your soul, though. I like this for you. Number 17, Medicine Woman. This is really about healing, unlocking the healing within yourself, and being your own medicine. It's the divine feminine nurturing energy that's inside of you, that calls to you, that we all have the magic inside us to heal ourselves. So wherever this is going, I feel there's like a lot of fate going on, you know, prophetic dreams, medicine to your soul, healing to your soul. So I feel this is really good. Wherever it is going is exactly where it's supposed to be going, meaning the purpose of this connection, this relationship, is going to play out as prescribed by the universe, as prescribed by your soul contracts, and as a reminder that you are sacred. Number 44. I really like that. You are sacred. And always good to remind yourself that this is self-worth. All the way back here when we were talking about your inner healer. Let's put this here. Just the imagery of the divine feminine being healed here. And that divine feminine that we all have residing within ourselves is that place of self-nurture, self-love. Maybe you didn't have this or haven't had this with this particular connection. This is what's been missing. This connection is going to show you that. And the purpose of this connection is to show you that and remind you of that. It goes back to that authenticity, the authentic self. Where was I talking about that? Here. The authentic self. And an acknowledgement that you are sacred. Okay, the wild winds. I love this because this is connected to that air. Where was this? The air energy here, the spirit of the east, wild winds. It's like it picks it up. Look how you have control of it now. I love it. This is signs and synchronicities from the universe. This is very much fated and connected to this. Wild winds brings in the intuition, the inner healer. Just being activated like crazy here. This is the universe really having you tap into your ability to be able to do this. It's like you're able to sweep those anxieties right out of your head. You are going to be able to level up in some way because of this connection, because of what you'll discover about yourself, because of your willingness now to step into your own personal power because of what you've learned. So to me, this is a good stopping place. This is a lot to process. I think we're all seeing something about ourselves right now as the energy really increases throughout the universe. I know I'm feeling it. So I just want to send you some light and love and healing toward whatever your process you're going through. Thanks so much for listening. If this has helped you in any way, please consider hitting that like button. Please subscribe to my channel. I appreciate it so much. Light and love to you. See you next time.